are they scoring it? We're not ringside, of course, but how are they scoring the stop? Are they saying it was a headbutt, or are they saying
we can't show you the cut?
It was a punch. That's a stoppage.
Yeah, it's a TKO win.
It's ugly. Oh,
boy, that is incredible.
Oh.
Just in time for Halloween.
Oh my gosh. We're here. It's 11:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Who's fighting his fight, Sergio.
I smelled the upset coming.
Here. If that continued for 12 rounds, who's going to win that fight?
If that continued for 12 rounds, we expected what we were going to get, and that's two big middleweights, and it was going to be a battle of attrition. I think the momentum started switching to Johnson's on Johnson's corner. I mean, it was such a back and forth.
I think he was going to win too. It might have been his uppercut that split his shit. It was a punch. It was the uppercut. So if Munguia wins, Munguia split his shit. Fight had to be stopped. So split his shit right up. Ooh. And he was landing them uppercuts all fight. But one thing for sure is, can you say, even though he clearly won his fight, he split his fucking face open? But can you say that Jaime Munguia, I guess it his lip got punched into the tooth and like it cut it? Ugh, and you see it split. I can't show it because YouTube not going to monetize the video. I can't even put the thumbnail up because YouTube's not going to let me use that thumbnail. You know, so is this one of those fights where, I can say that Jaime Munguia, even though he's good, was exposed? Where Tureano Johnson, by the way, he was my first ever phone interview ever. Years and years and years ago when he was the WBC Silver Champion. But basically, this is peak Tureano Johnson. You know, the only thing that would have beaten Tureano Johnson tonight, especially with the way the fight was going, is his conditioning. Jaime Munguia was fighting under duress. Jaime Munguia looks like his power at 160 is going to be kind of questionable. And the fact that him fighting smaller guys for so long, you know, put it this way. Danny Jacobs beats a Jaime Munguia. But Danny Jacobs is not fighting at 160 no more. That Demetrius Andre fight, they need to make that. Golovkin, it's a good thing that they kept Jaime away from Golovkin. I want to know what the score here. Let's listen in.
Still undefeated.
Much damage right there.
Let's listen in.
And if you've ever wondered how hard Munguia can hit, he just exploded Johnson's face with a right uppercut.
And if you wondered if Munguia can punch going backwards, stepping backwards, we just found that out as well.
And Tom, they are scoring this as a punch, and it'll be a TKO or a KO for Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, he split his face.
For Jaime Munguia, certainly not the way he wanted to win it, you would think, but he does improve to 36-0 with now 29 knockouts. Johnson will go home tonight and feel very bad and wonder what might have been, because his game plan appeared to be working.
His game plan was about to start working. It's a shame because Andre Rozier, I'm sure they had a strategy going into the middle rounds, and it seemed like they were doing exactly what they prepared for. But credit to Munguia, because Munguia did some things that I didn't think he had in his arsenal, like punching backwards and stepping back.
I don't know, man.
Uppercut that ultimately ended the fight.
He did explode his face. So, I mean, what's next? I mean, I say bring on the Demetrius Andre fight, man.
Joe Martinez for the official.
And why they still walking around with that 154-pound belt? Oh, is that like the international? Intercontinental, it says.
6 referee Raul Calle Sr. calls a halt to this bout, declaring your winner by KO victory. He is still undefeated and still WBO Intercontinental Middleweight Champion, Jaime Munguia.
We're not going to get a post-fight interview because they don't have nobody on site to do them.
Well,
but there is supposed to be a post-Zoom.
Sergio,
I saw some things that I can see the young man doing differently, and for that I applaud him. I can see the differences that Eric Morales has had in him, like boxing backwards, stepping back, landing that right uppercut. Once he found a home for that right uppercut, the tide of the fight changed. Johnson's aggression started working against him, and just when it seemed that Johnson was losing his legs, he was having some success.
Yeah.
It's a shame for Johnson it ended this way, but ultimately I did see some
He
big
is upset
changes on Jaime Munguia's part.
I would love to see what the judges' scorecards look like after the end of that 6th round.
I like Jaime Munguia though.
Johnson certainly won at least 2, if not 3 or 4 of those early rounds. Let's look back at our highlights now.
And it was just Tureano Johnson being Tureano Johnson.
From the very first round, he was on his ass.
Angle, which I don't know if Munguia expected. But once Munguia found the home for that right uppercut, things changed. Right there, he started landing the body shots, but he came back with the right uppercut as well.
I'm sorry, since we're short on time, I can't really listen to that. And plus, we gotta get to this post-fight Zoom. But Jaime Munguia was the smaller fighter in there for probably the first time, since he's been televised here in the States, right? And those later rounds before he exploded Tureano's mouth open, I had to make sure I made sure the terminology was right there. Didn't want to skip over my words or trip over him. He was fighting in some duress on the back foot. Arms started dropping. Listen, if it would have went late, I would have started betting that that Tureano could have probably got a stoppage. Fights going forward with Jaime Munguia is going to be very interesting because whatever he loses, remember, he's only 24 years old. You still got plenty of room and upside there to build off of, But we did get to see him fight on the back foot, and he's got some skills there. Also, I like his combinations when he is in trouble and duress. He fires back. And I saw when he did keep it in the ring, he was successful. It wasn't until he was getting on the ropes, and then ducking and trying to roll with the punches that he was getting caught, like right here, So I was scared of those, and those left hooks to the body started digging in. But, let's see. We're going to get to this post-fight Zoom. Tomorrow, of course, is a busy day. It is 11:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October the 30th, Halloween Eve 2020. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern on the Zone. Actually starts at 3 p.m. Eastern on the Zone. No, excuse me, 2 p.m. Oh, shit, there we are. Boom. They're going to translate.
Más que nada que aprendió, la verdad me sorprendió. Entré no confiado, pero creía yo que iba a empezar un poco más tranquilo. Entonces me sorprendió con su presión. Poco a poco traté de ir ajustando, irlo
Sergio Martinez.
en medio porque se abría mucho. Entonces pues es lo que hicimos. Ajustamos, metimos golpes por el medio y pues fue la clave de los hombres.
He said he surprised him with the pressure, that Tureano Johnson surprised him with the pressure that he gave from the get-go. He wanted to surprise him with punches, but he adjusted and hit inside, and those uppercuts were very important. What do you feel like you are ready for next? ¿Qué piensas que estás listo? ¿Para qué estás listo? ¿Qué piensas para la próxima pelea?
La verdad no sabría, me gustaría tal vez hacer una pelea en enero y después buscar un campeonato del mundo durante el año, pero pues vamos a ver qué es lo que sucede, lo que dice mi promotor Fernando Beltrán.
He says he wants another fight in January and then potentially to get a world title fight, but he's going to wait and see what his promoter Fernando Beltrán says and what's next for him. What do you don't know who you want to fight next? Is there anyone in particular, any names that you want to call out? ¿Quién piensas? ¿Hay algún nombre, alguien en particular que quieres para tu pelea en enero o otra pelea en el futuro?
Pues no sé, tal vez el siguiente año nos gustaría buscar alguno de los campeones en las 160 libras, cualquiera de los 4.
He says he wants any of the 160-pound champs. Any of them would be great for him. Bueno, muchísimas gracias, Jaime. Thank you so much, Jaime, and we really appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Gracias.
Well, sort of the best of both worlds for Jaime Munguia. Not only does he get the knockout, but he ended the fight much earlier than it probably would have ended, so he doesn't get that extra wear and tear on his body so that maybe he can turn around and fight again in January.
Yeah, but who he fights in January? Like, I'm sick of those type of fights, yo. Honestly, you want to stay busy and all that, but I'm tired of them, all right, I respect the Tureano Johnson fight. But, if he going to fight in January, then you know it's going to be somebody probably lower level than, Tureano Johnson. You think they're going to give him a Jason Quigley or some shit like that? I'm looking at the 160-pound rankings. I don't know. We're going to have to see. But let me get up out of here, man. Busy day tomorrow. I got to make sure, I'm rested up because it's going to be a long day and night. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 post-fight videos on the docket tomorrow with God knows how many post-fight Zooms and streams. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. Please subscribe.